BLE220 Panel event. My name is Amy Marcos, and I'm one of the course instructors and also the course coordinator for the course. So it's really exciting that we have the majority of you in one room. It's nice to see everybody. I want to start off first by thanking our panelists. I know you all want to go into education, but nobody's busier than teachers. So they have very little free time, and they've used their free time tonight with us. So let's give them a round of applause, and children, thanks for being here. I know that many of you generated questions in your classes, and you'll see some of those ideas represented in what's going to be discussed tonight. But I've got some really smart students in my section, and when we were writing the questions, they said, "Are these panelists really going to be able to answer these questions honestly?" And I said, we've picked just the right panelists to do that. So I wanted to share something that as instructors we discussed first before we get started. Thank you so much for participating in this panel. The students are exposed to a lot of material covering many topics related to teaching ELLs in a short semester. And we wanted to invite you here to allow them to hear firsthand from practitioners in the field what it is really like to teach ELLs. So thank you for taking your time to share your experiences with us. Also, because of the nature of this course, we are always encountering, grappling with, and discussing, also sometimes debating, many hot-button issues in education, and perhaps some underlying biases of our own. That's why we've all made it a policy in our classes to have an environment of openness, honesty, and acceptance. And we know we might not always agree, but we value our differences, knowing we benefit from the richness that multiple viewpoints bring to our learning. So, we encourage you as the panelists to be as candid as you feel will benefit the discussion tonight. Students, feel free to take notes, write over whatever you have. Hopefully you got a handout so you know the names of the panelists and the questions that they're going to be addressed. If we have time at the end, we'll open the floor to just random questions out there. But our panelists have been given the list of questions, so we don't want to shock them with too many ideas. Okay, I think now we'll go ahead and get started. So to begin with, panelists, would you please take a few minutes to introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, where you work, and a little bit about the community of ELLs you work with. Okay, let's begin.
I think we'll start at this end of the table and work our way down. Good afternoon or good evening. I am Dr. Carolyn Taylor, principal of Herrera Elementary School. Herrera is located in downtown Phoenix. We're 5 minutes from the airport and about 10 minutes from America West Arena, US Airways, and all of those cultural centers in downtown Phoenix. I have been at Herrera School for 4 years, and our school is 98% Hispanic. And I will let my two teachers fill you in with anything else about our school.
My name is Carmen Gore, and I teach 5th and 6th grade in a dual language classroom. And just to let you know a little bit about what that is, my classroom is made up about 50% English-speaking students and about 50% Spanish-speaking students. And we have a whole strand at our school. And so our school is pretty much made up of, I would say, about 50% where English is their second language. And we've chosen to go through this route to support them and their culture. We are off of 12th Street in Buckeye, and we also have a huge, fine arts program. It started within our 7th and 8th grade, but it is now in our, from kinder all the way through 8th grade, and so all of our classrooms, because of that fine arts strand. And again, it was to support our culture in our school. I'm very proud of our school. I feel we've done a not perfect job, but a really good job of supporting our families. We have a very strong community, and it can be challenging, but we love them. very much. We're on like 12th Street and Buckeye, 11th Street and Buckeye. And pretty much the second language is Spanish. But Spanish and English.
My name is Talcia Gonzalez, and I'm at the same school as Dr. Taylor and Ms. Gore, Carmen. And I'm a 7th and 8th grade writing teacher. This year I'm also an instructional coach, and last year I was a 7th and 8th grade self-contained English language development teacher. And just to clarify, at our school there are 3 program options for our children. There's mainstream classrooms, there are dual language classrooms that Carmen was telling you about, and then there's the English language development classrooms. And I too consider our school a gem in the middle of the city. I have my own child at Herrera, and she's in the dual language program. The school also has her children in the dual language program at our school. And many parents, including myself, I'll speak as a parent for a second, choose that school for our children because we want children that are not only bilingual but biliterate.
Adonna Flake, is that enough? Adonna Flake. I teach at Alhambra High School. It's West Phoenix in the Phoenix Union High School District. I've been at Alhambra 11 years. Previous to that, I was at South Mountain for 2 years. I teach the ELD reading, English Language Development Reading, physical science class. Some of the content teachers were asked to take on the 4th hour of the 4-hour model, and I accepted that a couple of years ago. The population that we serve in the ELL program, and Deb will tell you more because she's the chair of that department, is it's typically mostly Hispanic, but in the last couple of years, especially, our boundaries include some apartment buildings, some housing that the refugee centers put their clients in. So in the last couple of years, we have had a high number of refugees coming in. And in my 11 years, as I explained to my friends and people that I talk to about what I do, name the war-torn country, and I have probably taught a student from that region of the world. I'm passionate about my ELL kids. I wouldn't teach any other population.
Hi, I'm Deb Balzer. I'm the ESL department chair at Alhambra High School. It's a high school that's basically lower socioeconomics. It's on the west side of Phoenix. We're at 39th Avenue and Camelback Road. We're one of the larger schools in the district. We have anywhere between 2,700 and 3,000 students at that school. Of that population, in the ESL program there we have over 500 students. Of those 500 students, we have 200 of them are refugees. We represent, in the district, we have like I think 100 languages, but I know at Alhambra we're dealing with about 27 different languages at that school. We have countries, like I said, anywhere the world is goofed up, we have students from there. The Middle East, the Far East, Africa, I have refugees from Cuba, all over. And not only do we have to deal with the issue of language, we also are charged with getting them the credits to graduate high school. And also in problems with that is a lot of these kids come to us, they've never been to school, they've been in refugee camps. So we have kids who come to us who have never held a pencil, and the Department of Ed believes that we can teach them English at an academic level in 1 year. So we have a lot of challenges there, but they're great kids. One of the things that's neat about it is like teaching kindergarten, because these kids come to school and they like